Should you draft Caleb Johnson in fantasy football this year? Well, let's talk about it. God, this rookie running back class is deep. Anyway, Caleb Johnson was selected in the second round, I think, by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Probably should have looked that up to make sure. Out of Iowa. And he was a last-year breakout at Iowa. Up until his last year there, he was stuck behind another running back who then transferred his last year, and he was able to show what he got. And what he's got is 1,500 rushing yards and 21 touchdowns. That's pretty good. And now he steps into a Pittsburgh Steelers team that is free of Najee Harris and has a lot of opportunity to establish oneself in. Johnson's currently ranked as the 25th overall running back and the 80th overall player, so he's an 8th round pick. Johnson's interesting because I was in on him to begin the season, but then the more I heard other people who actually know a lot more about like the football game part and not just like than me talk about it, the more I've kind of cooled on Johnson. He's really good at big plays from what I've been able to gather. Really explosive, but he also, there's some questions about how well he plays with less than average run blocking. Good news is the Pittsburgh Steelers have a pretty good offensive line, so that shouldn't be that big of a problem. But there's also just the way the Steelers' backfield is set up, even without Najee Harris, there are still just questions about how Johnson's going to establish himself in this offense. First of all, he's probably not going to be a 3-down back. Jaylen Warren is still here. Jaylen Warren's a great pass-catching back. Jaylen Warren is going to be in on third downs. So you're already looking at probably a 2-down back, which isn't a great place to start. And, if they run around designated passing plays, Warren's also going to be in there. Additionally, it's important to remember that the offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers is Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith does like to run the ball, but Arthur Smith is also crazy. There is a non-zero chance that Cordell Patterson or the new addition Kenneth Gainwell over from the Eagles get a non-zero amount of snaps in this offense. And that's not even talking about Warren, who is going to get running back snaps in this offense. So the question is just, is there enough value for Johnson in here? In PPR, probably not already. In PPR, Johnson's probably not a good play because I don't think he has really any receiving upside. In half and non-PPR, where pass catching isn't really that important on a running back, it doesn't matter as much. Although I would say that he is still a little bit more questionable compared to some of his other compadres out of the 2025 running back class. I'm going to give him a grade of C. I think he's a very, he could be good, he could be bad running back. I don't think he has a very high ceiling, and I think the floor is a little dangerous.